Right, new one here from Rev, whose spectacles tend to fluctuate in size, apparently, even though he claims and tries to gaslight everybody and believing they've always been the exact same size. Someone decided to attack VTubers, and they instantly found out. Let's take a look.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're here. So,
what's up?
Once again, the joke is on me. Normally, I use this meme format for other people, but no. For the second day in a row, the VTubing scene is breaking me. Ladies and gentlemen, it is breaking me because we have people...
That's okay. It breaks a lot of people every day.
...in the scene who are not only slandering others over content that they consume themselves, but we're seeing people...
How dare you consume this content? Consumes the exact same content themselves.
Attack people for condemning the beheading of people over their faith, alongside people just being like blatant hypocrites under their own standards. Yeah, just another day in the VTubing scene, but quick update to yesterday's video. So we talked about this individual, Chilla.
Oh, yes. She's been a bit of a problem child with the VTubing sphere for some time. Oh, she got community noted. Be heading off to the hospital soon. Won't have access to my phone. Known for using hospital tweets after being confirmed to be in the wrong in situations. Previously, she's done that in a similar situation with Froggy Hoppin'. According to the reply, she got unrealistically hospitalized in under 22 minutes. Yeah, that... 22 minutes? Yeah, that didn't happen.
Who had a whole crash out. Please watch yesterday's video. It's really a whole episode.
Okay. Do you have it linked here, Rev? No, you don't. Rev wearing riot shields for glasses at this point. Certainly does look that way, doesn't it? Let's go to Rev's page. Let's see. Oh, here it is. VTuber's insane crash out instantly ruined her life.
Hey, what's up, guys? Over here. So normally I use this meme format as a joke about the person I'm talking about. Like, oh, things are so bad for them. Well, guess what?
She claims she won't have a phone, then posts a pic of supposedly herself in the hospital. Totally sus. Yeah. What was it that, Stefan Molyneux said earlier? When we were talking about, environmentalist claims? Yeah, life gets a lot simpler and more comprehensible when you realize that most people happily lie without a single shred of conscience.
I'm the joke today. That's right. Things are really bad for me because I have to look at the absurdity of the VTubing scene and the absolutely diabolical stuff we're going to cover today. Now, there's many things I've seen today that are not the main focus of this channel, but I'm just giving you a heat check on how the VTubing scene is doing today. So, Chibidoki said Happy Men's Day because apparently this is International Men's Day to celebrate men and to be kind towards them. And she said, I'm buying my dad flowers today. This series of tweets would get her backlash. Yes, she got backlash for saying Happy Men's Day and that she's going to buy her dad some flowers. Now, this is a bit of a morbid thing, but go buy your father, your friend, whoever, some flowers. Because often with men, the only time they get flowers is at their funeral.
I mean, yeah, no lies detected here. Honestly, we need to make that more of a habit. I think it's more of a habit in Eastern European countries and in Russia, where it's men who receive flowers, at least on occasion. Facts have never had flowers. Yeah, you know what? We need to normalize men receiving flowers as gifts. I think it's rather nice. I like flowers. I don't know about anyone else, but I rather like flowers. They're lovely to look at. They've got a pleasant scent. They just sort of lift your spirits whenever you see them. We should normalize men receiving flowers. I think that would be a very good thing if we normalized that as a society. Particularly, women giving men flowers. Because Lord knows we get women flowers all the time. we men gift flowers to the women in our lives all the time. I think it's about time we turn the tables on that and start normalizing men receiving flowers as gifts. Reminds me of that Benito Rizzolini gift. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't know what that is. I like lilacs and lavender. I'd IRL pog if someone gave me either. Oh, there you have it. Someone needs to give our brand Maktai here a bouquet of lilacs and lavender flowers so he can make an IRL poggy's face. I think that would be very nice. I'm sure Brian would appreciate it too.
No, morbid, sad, but just keep that in mind. And then I saw this with Twitch. It's VTuber week. Did you know? It's VTuber week, guys. Gear up. It's very ironic.
Oh yes, VTuber week over at Twitch, the platform that seems to have an absolute hate boner for VTubers and treats them like shit and bans them for the absolute bullshit of reasons. And oh yeah, it's VTuber week and we only do VTuber week related content for maybe a day or two before we're back to the usual bullshit. And oh yeah, pay no attention to the fact that we're not promoting small creators, we're just promoting the big ones, and especially the agency talents. Pay no attention to the fact we're just using this as a pretense to start plugging the fact that HoloLive is going to start streaming on Twitch. But hey, it's VTuber week.
That Twitch is trying to pretend like they actually care about VTubers, and they got noted. Oh, what a beautiful note we saw right here. Twitch has sustained a culture of discrimination against VTubers, which disproportionately strict rules on attire, arbitrary bans without explanation, and recently throwing away gifts left for VTubers by fans at TwitchCon 2025. And just when you thought things couldn't get worse, we got the main story for today.
Olga Okami, fantastic streamer. More of a V-tweeter these days because mainly due to her health, but she's an absolutely lovely person and fantastic streamer. Yeah, lets women show whole for artistic reasons, no punishment. VTuber thigh banned. Yeah, that's how it works over there.
Here is a too long didn't read version of events. Female VTubers caught doing bad things for clout. They double down and they use their mental illness as a shield. They get criticized for that. And then they say, uh-oh, I'm in the hospital, and then post a picture of themselves, even though they say they have
deja vu, the feeling you've heard this crap before.
No phone access. Yup, that's the real story today, involving this VTuber named Cha Cha Chilla.
This bitch.
Who posted this now infamous image right here, where they're quote-unquote in the hospital with no phone access.
Is that a hospital room, though? Or is that just a room in your gynecologist's office?
Yes. And as we'll see, this is a fake photo. This is not them in the hospital. I can say that with 99% certainty.
Oh, it's just that.
This is not them.
It's not them at all.
And they're literally posting fake photos of themselves, supposedly in the hospital, to garner sympathy and clout on the internet. So, how did
the absolute craven desire for a tiny little crumb of clout, particularly by the female of the species, knows absolutely no limits. Jesus.
Did this all start? Well, it starts with this now deleted post. Now, it's not a full post here. Luckily, on the mobile version of Twitter, you can actually very quickly take a screenshot of a deleted post. You have a half-second window to take it. So this is what I got, and this is what started everything. So she says this: I tried to talk to Flork, and we'll talk about him in just a second, about one of his talents having a habit of calling people inferior, and how that can seem to disabled people. However, he blocked me and said not to bring up my personal issues with his talents. I believe calling someone inferior is demeaning, as it's historically used context.
And you know what? I don't really care, Margaret. Neither does Flork. So fuck off.
And you can see they got noted, right? This was in Minecraft. Like, I know there's that joke like, oh, in Minecraft. It's like, oh, I want to do X, Y, and Z in Minecraft for legal reasons, right? No, this literally happened in Minecraft. So people are being called inferior in Minecraft. Okay, understand this. So who's Flork?
Sounds like something someone inferior would say. Skill issue. Exactly.
Well, Flork is someone who's very respected in the VTubing scene. He's also the creator of the agency Socks, okay? It's a VTuber agency, and he would respond to what was just stated, saying this: yes, I did snap at you in DMs because you were told not to contact me anymore prior to this. Lucia's team investigated the first piece of evidence you showed them regarding ad-free, and it was not even them speaking, video included. Their team there gave you the statement on what was happening. It was a roleplay in a Minecraft faction roleplay. And I will...
So it was all just play and pretend anyway. She just decided she wanted to get offended over a bit of role-playing. Getting offended over fiction. Where have we seen that before?
Wholeheartedly back my talent that they did nothing wrong, especially in a 4-second out-of-context clip you originally showed. Because that was the original post. When you go back to this right here, it was a 4-second clip of one of the talents from this agency calling someone inferior. In fact, the VTuber they're calling out wasn't even the one who said it. Okay, so this is happening in a Minecraft role-playing scenario. And this person is trying to cancel a random VTuber, actually, and their entire agency over someone being called inferior in Minecraft.
Treating guys.
They're wild.
Guys, they're like,
gotta give them a
yeah,
pass.
what's happening with that?
Brains are a little smaller.
Dude, that's gonna oh my god,
I
her.
was never a wilder. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's true. I never.
So Cha-Cha comes back with the...
I'm not hearing any talk of inferior unless it was way off in the distance. Yeah, not finding it. I'm offended by make-believe. Gives you cheated on me in my dream vibes. I think my ex-wife tried that on me one time. The whole, I had a dream that you cheated on me. To which I said, well, it's a good thing that was just in a dream. And that it's not real and didn't actually happen. It was just a dream. I kept repeating that over and over again. Just a dream. It's not real. Eventually, she saw sense. For a while, anyway.
big receipts that prove literally nothing they're trying to say here, but Cha-Cha says, actually, that's not what you said. So Flork says, hi, Cha-Cha, I will admit I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages right now. I've been extremely busy because of corpo work and my other work, though earlier in the year,
I'm busy
I had
and
more
you...
time, so I was able to message
Basically, I'm busy and you bother me with this shit, go away.
A bit more freely. I have not had that free time lately. Me not constantly DMing you is not a personal thing. However, because of this, I'm not sure if I'm comfortable to keep up communication.
In other words, you're being a crazy bitch in my DMs, and I'm going to need you to stop that or I'm going to block you.
What's the message here, guys? He's saying
that she's being a crazy bitch.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. In a very polite way.
Yes, a very polite way of saying you're a psychotic bitch and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
And as Flork would point out, that's pretty clearly, don't message me anymore. And Cha-Cha says that's not what you said. You said you're not sure. Be clear, communicate like an adult. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know how much clearer you get that without being totally blunt of stop fucking DMing me. And they were pretty clear right there, saying, don't message me anymore. Yeah, totally a professional. I'd rather not talk to you, loony ass.
This person's giving lessons about what is mature, by the way. Especially when you're
She wouldn't know maturity if it came up and bit her in her ass.
communicating with someone who's told you they're autistic in the past. They are
Oh, so communicate like an adult, but also you need to make accommodations for her. Got it. She wants to have it both ways. And she's not getting it both ways.
weaponizing. They're using
And we can tell we can tell how this leads to the crash out.
their disabilities as a shield for any feedback
The good old autistic defense shield.
they're getting. But, of course, a lot of people weighed in, okay? Alien Mixture said to the now deleted post, honestly, if stuff like this bothers you, then maybe you shouldn't join a RP team versus team server. This was all in good fun and clearly elementary playground school banter. You in this scenario were very immature. You called ad-free out in public, you messaged Flork when you clearly were told to stop, and you were making a big deal out of what was supposed to be a fun and wonderful experience. Step back and really ask yourself if this is worth it. Here's another post saying, if you can't handle being called anything worse than stinky, I fear the internet may not be for you. It was playful banter.
Yes, because believe me, people can call you a lot worse than stinky. By the way, I have grown to really loathe this sort of baby talk that has come out of the VTuber community. Use of words like stinky and heckin' and umphies and cozy and all this other shit. I'm really getting tired of it. This sort of infantilization talk. I see it and I read it and something visceral and violent just starts to boil up inside me. It's just, it's something that's so visceral in me. It was like, you are grown-ass fucking adults and you talk like little children. What the fuck is wrong with you? Grow up. The internet isn't for everyone. Chacha fits into the group that shouldn't be there. Yeah, she just needs to graduate, delete her accounts, go outside and touch grass. The internet is not a place for her. If this is how she thinks, she's not going to have a good time. She's clearly not going to have a good time.
They were treating you like they treat others. Normal and like everyone else. Is that not what you want? And here's a post of them saying, when the other teams called us stinky, that was fine. When they called us stupid, I didn't really like it. But I didn't say acting. It was being called inferior. That's wrong.
Again, spoken like somebody who is inferior. And also, all of that was absolutely fucking stupid. What a blithering idiot she is.
Now, Cha-Cha would start running out some defense for themselves, saying, I think it's weird that people act like they're better than you and literally call you inferior to your face and then act like you're the problem. Inferior in Minecraft. Literally. We're talking about skills in Minecraft in a role-playing event. Unbelievable. And then this. Basically saying, like, you know, maybe take a step back, and they say, Cha-Cha says, calling people inferior has such a negative historical context with Nazis, disabled people, and such.
That's when you know it's derailed. You start bringing up the Nazis. Yeah. Acting like children is the ploy. It draws in guys who like cute things as well as pee-pee touches. It's a marketing thing that has problematic implications. I hate that I'm using that word. I mean, if the shoe fits. I suppose, yeah, it is a marketing thing, but I just get tired of it. Especially when I realize that, you know, we're all adults here, or we're supposed to be all adults here. And You can have cute things and pee-pee touches without shit that's problematic. And I also hate using that word. Because it's cringe, and it's gay, and it's retarded.
Personally, I'd never use it. But if you want to and think that's okay, that's on you. They are comparing themselves. I can't even...
I guess they're comparing
There's so
themselves
many-
to disabled people and to Jews, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're on about. All I know is that they have just completely killed all the conversation with bringing up the Austrian painter party.
Words I want to say right now. And none... Can you believe this person? This is...
Unfortunately, yes, I can.
Sorry, I had to cut there for a second because I didn't want to get banned on YouTube, but...
I also see what you did there, Rev. Now don't fucking gaslight us. Your spectacles got bigger. You cranked up the amplification times 1000. I see what you're fucking doing. Yeah, everything's a genocide to these people, yeah.
Cha-Cha would make a response basically saying, I'm sorry for all of this happening in this SMP, and they're frustrated, and their frustration turned into anger, and then they say, I also want to say that someone being called inferior really hit them hard because they're disabled. Oh,
Okay. Again, if a simple word like inferior hits you so hard, you've got bigger problems. Yeah, he's seeing things in 8K. got the 8K goggles on.
oh boy. We are starting the Oppression Olympics right here, okay?
Yeah.
And one of the people involved with this collaboration will come out and add some context where they say that Cha-Cha had died the night before, which meant that they were using her items since she had no need for them. And her character that she was role-playing as was a dementia-ridden old lady, so she was running...
Oh, but that's not problematic. No problematic anything with that.
around like that and had no idea what she was talking about. And then there's this clip where the person who's so upset about the use of inferior as a joke in Minecraft also called this individual a bitch in this clip right here.
Oh, okay. So calling someone a bitch is all right. But oh my god, somebody calls you inferior and it's an absolute fucking genocide.
Please, I'm alive.
Why?
Because I'm alive, bitch.
My,
Yeah. Calm down there. Language.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I was joking. I was funny.
now you're not getting your abs back. It's mine now.
Yeah. You called her a bitch. So you're not getting your things back.
So now we get into the really spicy part. So timestamps are important here. So at 12:15 p.m.
Yes, a rules for thee, but not for me moment. Mm-hmm.
they post this eulogy saying, I feel so empty. I've lost everything and I really have nobody to blame but
Oh,
myself.
for God's sakes, you haven't lost it. Well, maybe you have lost everything at this point. But you know what? You fucking deserved it. Because you're being a cunt. But you're right. You have nobody to blame but yourself.
I will say I genuinely thought using inferior was bad, but when everyone disagrees with you, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. I'm not perfect and I make mistakes. I will say I saw...
She absolutely sounds like the sort of person that would work in an HR department in some sort of corpo job. When you see shit like this. This just seems like HR cat lady bullshit. I feel like as we read this, we're going to lose brain cells.
Apollo's post, and I never doxed anyone.
Where's the ukulele? Bad apology, 0 out of 10.
Nor did Revenge Poontang. That's going too far. Please provide evidence. Okay, there's a lot of rumors going around about this Cha-Cha person and some insane behavior they're doing. We're going to see a little bit of that.
Oh, so she pulled an Akemi Kurai then? Allegations that she has pulled an Akemi. That's wild. That's wild stuff. It's almost like it's a pattern of behavior with really mentally unbalanced people that have no business having an internet connection or access to social media.
Second, but if you're facing allegations of posting revenge, why would you ask someone to post evidence? Doesn't that seem a little bit backwards? But
yeah, the evidence would violate TOS, which that's exactly the point. They say, please provide evidence. You can't really provide evidence without breaking TOS on practically any fucking platform. And they know that. And they know that people aren't going to break the rules like that. And so, yeah, then she's just setting up a situation where she, quote-unquote, wins. Nines didn't deserve that. She did not deserve that. Thankfully, it's, as I said in the last stream, it only made us stronger. Because the baddies, they just took the best shot, and it wasn't enough. And she's still standing. And now she is kind of taking that Tyrion Lannister approach of just wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you. And good for her. It's only made her stronger, it's only increased her follow count, and people see that she's pretty fucking awesome. Oh, Brandmac, thank you for the gift sub to Anglo there. Anglo, enjoy your subscription there, courtesy of our Brandmac tire. But yeah, that was the whole thing. I did see that she had a tweet earlier today. I think it's a brilliant idea. Most people know with Nines' model, she's got those fox slippers, those really cute fox slippers. They haven't been made into merch yet, but she was retweeting. There's a limited run thing, I think it's with Uwu Market, from Rosie Belmu, of these cute little cow slippers. And she's like, holy shit, we need to do that with the fox slippers on my model. And I think that is just absolutely the most brilliant idea I've ever seen. I might actually want to get a pair of those fox slippers myself because they look ever so comfy. So yeah, we need to make that happen somehow. Community needs to band together, and we need to help Nines make that a reality. We need Foxu house slippers. Can't sub from the phone for some reason, so I figured I'd gift one. I appreciate it, nevertheless. You can always subscribe whenever you get back to your desktop or your laptop.
Anyways, they continue on saying, I'm taking a step back from the internet. I feel like I just need to delve deeper into therapy about my impulsiveness and my sadness that turns into anger. I made a very impulsive mistake last night, so this is the last time I'll have access to my phone for a while. I don't know when or if I'll be back. I'm sorry I caused so much drama, and sorry to those I hurt. Well, if you didn't hurt...
You could have just said, I'm sorry, I need to put the phone down and go outside and touch some grass. The wall of text, not necessary. We don't need a college dissertation. Just say, my bad, I fucked up, everybody. I'm going to put the phone down for a bit. I'm going to go out and touch some grass. Talk to you later. And most people would have been fine with that. Most people would have been absolutely fine with that. But no, this is trying to get some internet clout, get some sympathy from people. This is farming.
Hurt anyone? Why are you apologizing for hurting people? But anyways, that was at 12:15 p.m. And then at 12:36 p.m., so about 20 minutes later, they say, I'll be heading off to the hospital soon and won't have access to my phone. And they got noted. Okay.
The picture OP provided in the subtweet is not them. It is highly likely they are lying for pity. They are a known liar to gain social equity. Damn. These community notes can be quite savage sometimes. I'm thankful that my shit has never really been community noted, touch wood. Yeah, the sympathy market has run dry, not a good route to take. It really has. It's, after a while, the same old tricks are just not going to work on people, and you're going to get called out for it, and it's just, it's not going to work. It works until it doesn't.
You see where this is going, right? Then, at 12:50 p.m., roughly 20 minutes later, they say, since people don't believe me, with a picture of themselves, supposedly
yes,
in
supposedly
the hospital. Now, of course, this same person said 20 minutes ago they wouldn't have access to their phone, but then they posted a
no access to their mobile, and yet
photo of themselves in the hospital. A very speedy set of events here. And if you notice, right here, you see this? Behind the emoji,
looks like hair from a person.
you can see some hair.
Yeah.
And it's pink. Very clearly pink hair.
I don't know about very clearly. I couldn't tell that it's pink. From my angle, it just looks like black hair. Raven black hair. Emotional manipulation only works when people don't know they're being manipulated, but when it happens so often, people become inoculated. Yeah. Eventually, we all just become inoculated and numb to it. We figured out the game, and it stops working.
Now, looking at this person's account...
Oh, look at that. They've either got a tendency to dye their hair, or that's the natural hair color of blonde. How very interesting.
Here's a photo of them from October. So
it doesn't look like a wig.
Literally a month ago to the date. And they had short brown hair.
Aha. Is that brown? It looks blonde to me.
So clearly these are not the same two people.
Rev, I wonder if you're colorblind. Some gremlin probably used the dropper tool in Photoshop. Internet sleuths are scary. Could be.
Unless she got, like, I don't know, like a wig or extensions or something. But that's highly unlikely. And someone pointed this out, basically saying the picture is not her. She doesn't have pink dyed hair. Her hair is natural brown / dark blonde mix.
Uh-huh.
Seeing what she looked like in Zentreya, very popular YouTuber, or VTuber, off-Kai stream, where she heavily self-promoted herself to the point that both Zen and our favorite Monarch got uncomfortable. This is...
Uh-huh. But a bit too heavy with the self-promotion. Made the hosts uncomfortable. That is definitely a faux pas.
Is a fake picture. And I do believe with very heavy certainty that this is in fact a fake photo. And someone pointed out the timeline of events. I've been trying to really press this. So originally, I'll be heading to the hospital soon. 14 minutes later, gets hooked up to a heart rate and blood pressure monitor and posts a picture that might not even be hers.
Yeah, things aren't adding up. And doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in the UK, US, I think this even applies to hospitals in continental European countries. And those of you in the rest of the world, I don't think there's anywhere in the world you can get into a hospital that quickly, into an emergency room at A&E, and about 15-20 minutes after walking through the doors, you're being hooked up to heart rate and blood pressure monitors. Yeah, I just don't think that's how that works. In non-ambulatory situations. If she were being taken to hospital in an ambulance, okay, possibly we could see that working out. I have in a military hospital, but that's not the norm. No, definitely not the norm. And then 8 minutes after getting hooked up to a heart rate and blood pressure monitor, I've been at the hospital, didn't want to specify, but I'm heading to a psych ward. Yeah, that's also very unrealistically quick.
8 minutes later, I've been at the hospital. I didn't want to specify, but I'm heading to the psych ward, which is another deleted tweet in this series of events. Basically, none of this is believable. And here's another reply saying, You're an embarrassment to the disabled VTuber community. Your disability is not an excuse to lie and manipulate people on the internet. You are giving us a bad rep. Please seek some actual mental help respectfully. And here's another person, Apollo, who was involved. We saw this name mentioned earlier.
Getting some buff pup vibes from Apollo here.
Who would weigh in with some interesting things. Okay, so apparently this person also goes by the name, or used to go by the name of Bunny Alisu. And Apollo says this.
Oh, so she rebranded. Started out as Bunny Alisu and then became Cha-Cha Chiller.
I was nice, respectful, and tried to be a friend. At the time, I wanted to get you help. You harassed me and my friends and so many others for years. You have doxed real-life faces and names, bullied, spread lies, and got blacklisted from Mythos, a VTuber agency, for a good reason. I gave them a 10-plus page document. When we didn't give you what you wanted, you did revenge adult content.
So she did pull an Akemi Kurai. Wow. That is wild.
Every single time I had someone or something awesome happen to me, you got butthurt with my success early on.
Yeah, I had people in my orbit that were like that, to where I couldn't celebrate any W's because they'd start sliding into my DMs and bitching to me about something, or making up some shit of, some perceived wrongdoing that I had done. Eventually, I just cut those people out of my life and blocked them. I just got to the point that if you are responsible for throwing a wet blanket on things when it's a time to celebrate, I'm freezing you out. You're gone. These were people who, it turned out later on, they were rather disturbed individuals. One of them in particular, I believe, had like borderline personality disorder or something like that, or they were bipolar. And I had no fucking clue. But yeah, when I was trying to just celebrate certain wins in my VTuber career, they wanted to come in and throw a wet blanket on things and get pissy with me about some sort of perceived wrong that they made up in their head about me. And I finally just said, yeah, you know what? I don't want you around anymore. Goodbye. It's a litmus test. If people can't celebrate the win with you, they don't belong in your life. Misery loves company, yeah. But I definitely did not love their company, so I gave them the gift of goodbye.
You shared it everywhere, and people saw that side of me. You took my power, and just 2 days before TwitchCon, where I wanted to see people for the first time, my first event, I had to listen to so many people saying they were on my side and that they saw it. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want that. But you didn't stop there. You kept harassing me for months on end because I wasn't flinching in public, and you had to make videos, accounts, and spreading it all over Mythos. I didn't feel safe anymore. I was overwhelmed. I couldn't even stream properly because of you. I lost a lot of things, and it harmed me. So, pretty serious stuff being weighed in here. But another post saying, oh, so this is where you've been hiding. This is the girl who crashed a dinner party a friend and I hosted back in TwitchCon Vegas.
Oh my.
Never paid her part of the bill. Irresponsibly drank with strangers during the event, to which a good handful of the group brought her back to her hotel, only then to say, we abandoned you because one of the men felt uncomfortable spending the night with you after you mixed your meds with alcohol.
Oh,
also
no.
Followed my friend group.
Oh, this is not a well person that we're dealing with. This is a very sick, troubled individual. Yeah. Lord only knows how often this has happened with her before. This is just the one that we know about.
For the whole day around the event out of nowhere. Got one of their real-life phone numbers somehow to harass them in sakes of clearing your name.
No, there's no clearing your name. You just walk away. Leave them alone. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Move on.
Multiple rumors about the majority of my friends, as well as myself, have sent lewd photos of yourself to me with zero consent, to which you have since deleted.
Yeah, if it's not okay for men to send unsolicited dick pics, it's not okay for women to send lewd photos of themselves to someone unsolicited. That is not okay. This goes both ways. That is not okay.
Have tried self-inviting yourself to gaming lobbies I hosted with friends, have harassed and stalked multiple people I care about. You have doxed my friends and sent me private messages from some of my friends out of the context in trying to clear your name. I've had so many bridges burned because of you. I will not tolerate you trying to blame your behavior on incredible people that have done nothing but to help you. So yeah, I'm in pain.
Gosh. Sounds about as crazy as one of my exes.
Just reading through all this stuff, exhausting. This person is using their disability as a shield for any sort of criticism they are receiving.
That definitely sounds like one of my exes.
And there's a lot of very disturbing things being raised by people who clearly don't want to even...
Not that Cha-Cha-Chilla is my ex. Just so we're clear on that. I don't know who she is. Never collabed with them. Never met them. Never talked to them. Don't want to have anything to do with them either, especially after seeing all this. Jesus Christ. I can believe Cha-Cha is mentally ill, but a mental health industry has too much soft affirmation that never corrects behavior. I tend to agree with Asmon's take. We need asylums again. We really do. We really do. We need to make asylums great again, because there's a lot of people who are just fruity as a nutcake, and they need to be in a padded room and just left there and heavily medicated and kept out of sight and out of mind for polite society.
Bring these things public, okay? They are in a corner, and they are now defending themselves because this person allegedly has done some crazy stuff behind the scenes. And somehow, they are the victim. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got for today. Exhausting. That's all I can say. Exhausting.
Yeah.
This whole situation
don't blame
is
you, lad.
exhausting.
Don't blame you.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah. All right. Post this into chat. Give that a like. And now let's go back to... By the way, Action, whenever you watch this, make sure that you include both Rev Says Desu videos in one video that I can upload to the channel, please. Just a little note for you there, Action. Okay, so there's that. Now let's get back to this other video. She attacked VTubers and instantly found out.
Just to say, but they've made a response, and they're now claiming they're going to take the VTuber Apollo to court, and they are trying to get people to crowdfund their lawyer fees.
That's not how that works, dear. You're not in Japan. Truth is an absolute defense, especially in Western countries. I don't know which one she's in, if she's in America or Canada or whatever, but no, just no. That's not how any of that works. You have... It's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi line. All of this, you have done that yourself. You're claiming that Apollo has turned everyone against you. You have done that yourself. Thank you, editor. Indeed, Action is fantastic. And does absolute yeoman's work, and especially on tight timelines too. Yeah.
You are literally better off burning your money than sending it to this person.
Yes. burn it, flush it down the loo, whatever. This is a waste of. You are wasting your time, and you are wasting the time of the courts and of your solicitor.
Just to make it clear, I don't think anyone watching this video is going to do this, but please understand that if you're going to give money to this individual, you're better off just burning it. Okay, it's that bad. And then yesterday also we talked about the fact that it's International Men's Day, where people are celebrating men. And here's
Based Neven, fantastic content creator. We reacted to one of her videos that was about the Kitsura Nines situation. Absolutely based, fantastic VTuber. Sad Men's Day. Hope you all. Wolski, analysis, 100% retard, sir. Yeah.
a VTuber saying,
It's that bicycle meme. They should stick in the spokes. Why has Apollo done this to me?
all men, you should off yourselves. Anyways,
Yeah,
here
moving
is
on.
The beginning, the focus point, starting with this portion right here, this squid individual, a person with 5
Squidami.
following. I don't trust anyone who follows a single-digit number of people. That
Yeah, I really don't trust that. Also, that's I could tell you some stories about this particular person. I'm not going to get into those because I'm just not going to. I'm not going to give her the attention that she craves so desperately. But if you know, you know.
That's weird. But this person came out with a video attacking VTubers who she believes are lolly VTubers. Let's hear this obnoxious clip.
What does goon mean? And why does everybody keep saying they're doing it to me? Goon means what? Chat, bro, you guys better stop it. Stop it right now. You guys are lewd. Stop it. Okay, chat, this is my real voice. I used to get bullied for it a lot, but I think it's just because people are so
To her credit, this is decent voice acting. Would be better without the nose ring.
jealous because my voice just sounds so small and cute like a baby. Stop calling me fun size. I'm not fun size. I'm only this many apples tall. Chat, I'm gonna show feet and tummy because I'm so cute. I hope nobody clips me. Yes, tummy.
I'm such a lewd tuber. I'm so lewd. Booba. Thighs. Thick thighs. Oh, is anybody laughing? Guys, the joke is sex.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Chat, stop saying I'm cute.
Was this supposed to be amusing? Now, voice acting aside, nose ring detected, opinion rejected. Yeah. I mean, mind you, unless their name is Samiko Saba, I'm probably not going to be interested in content like this, but you know, if that is your thing, you do you, boo. You do you. I'm not gonna shame you for it. To each his own.
When I do it. I'm an angry gremlin. And I'm gonna bite you with my chompers.
You're a little too good at that. I feel like you've had a lot of practice at this, but of course,
Yes.
this individual is attacking other VTubers, calling them Daddy Blood Alert.
I don't know what the fuck that even means. Oh. Got triggered by something Elfin Psyop said. What's up with all these black people hating on lollies?
Obviously implying this person is a predator, okay? While also saying they don't use Twitter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do.
Just blow in from Stupid Town. You're literally on Twitter. But anyways, they're implying this person is a predator over anime. This is your room.
Wow. That sure is a lot of anime. Plastered all over your walls. And your ceiling. And your fucking door. And your microphone.
This right here is
Yeah, amazing self-report
your
there.
room.
Diddy blood would mean like kin of Diddy. Oh, okay. As they say in the movie Airplane, I don't speak jive. I bet it's on the floor too. Probably.
That has about a dozen underage anime girls sexualized. So you're calling
Though this could, given that her fingers are getting cut off here, this could, and the microphone arm, this could very well be a green screen that we're looking at.
people predators over anime, and this is your room. Think of the
Nevertheless, choosing this as a background for your own streaming activities, that is a choice. Also, I'm sure we'll get into this eventually. Gosh, I hope we do. Fursuit fund? What the fuck's up with this? Well, what is this shit over here? What's up with this?
greasiest lolicon you know. Their room doesn't even look this bad. Okay? This person is floor to ceiling putting sexualized underage anime girls on any surface available. But this person is calling you a Diddy blood over anime. Interesting. Very interesting. Then we have another person attacking the Vtuber who was being slandered, where the Vtuber said, yes, because my voice makes me age down to a literal toddler. Adults can have soft voices too, by the way. Y'all are retarded.
It's true.
And this person says, you're a pedophile and will be putting people like you in camps soon.
So they're a pedo because they've got a soft voice. Didn't know the bar was that low. Though methinks Mr. Corvid here is projecting a bit. Would be quite curious to see what is on his hard drive.
Wow. Totally normal response. What are you going to do about this person?
Yeah, what about her? Or does she get a pass because she's black? Is that how this works?
What are you going to do about them? Yeah. No offense, man. I don't think you have the arm strength to put anyone in a camp.
No, you don't. Again, someone please check his hard drive.
Look, what is this? Anyways, here's another individual to enter the scene. Someone named Afro Warlock. Saying, nah, self-reporting is crazy work. Some more Zoomer terminology here. And this person is interesting, to say the very least, okay? They actually posted the video from the other content creator, and they basically stole the credit and the clout, and then said, oh, I have no idea, this person was on Twitter, go follow them. Yeah, you could be a bit confused because this person says they're not on Twitter.
Except they are on Twitter, and they do have a handle. And yeah, forgot to give attribution. Huh, interesting.
While they're, of course, on Twitter. But I would make fun of this Afro VTuber individual, but they don't make any content, so there's...
Yeah, they're a V-tweeter. They claim that they're a VTuber, but let's just be fucking real. They've been on Twitch how long? And no videos found. 200 followers, which we're not going to follow shame here. But yeah, it doesn't seem like you're really serious about being a VTuber. Seems like you're more into V-tweeting for internet clout.
Really nothing to really go off of. But instead, they said gay Nicki Minaj fans will still say she's the queen.
Oh, is that because she's choosing to speak out about Christians being persecuted and murdered in certain African countries? So that just makes all of her fans gay, and she's not worth listening to. And I suppose while we're at it, we shouldn't care that Christians are being persecuted in some part of the world. This Afro VT just sounds like an absolute NPC. 200 with zero content is wild. No shame. Just how? You know, they might be following them just for the day that they actually do decide to put out some fucking content. So that could be it. I don't know.
Referring to this. Hey guys, what do you think Nicki Minaj, the musician, said that is deserving of this call out?
I think
What
we all
did
know.
Nicki Minaj do?
Spoke at the United Nations on behalf of the Trump administration. So committed the cardinal sin, and they can't have that. And so I'm sure in the eyes of Afro VT, in the words of Joe Biden, she ain't black anymore. She's wandered off the plantation, and so now she needs to be targeted for complete and total destruction.
She called out the beheading of Nigerian Christians.
Nigeria, that's it.
Yes. This is why this person is mad at Nicki Minaj, because she is calling out the persecution and murder of African Christians. Now, I would say, Nicki Minaj, I was not familiar with your game, but, like, all honesty, she's been doing great stuff for a long time. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. She's been...
Yeah, she has... Definitely don't judge a book by its cover with her. She is her own person, mind of her own, and, yeah, sort of a strange bedfellows alert. You wouldn't expect someone like her, built a career off the music that she's done, to be such a passionate defender of the faith. And yet, here we are. Genocide bad, unless white or Christian, apparently. Apparently.
paying off people's college tuition if they're getting good grades. She's
Oh, she did that as well. Well done. That is using her wealth and position for good.
been calling out stuff for a very long time. So, you know what? Credit where credit is due. She is doing something that is full of conviction and courage. It's courage.
Frankly, I hope that she's remembered for things like this rather than her music. I have never listened to music by Nicki Minaj. It's obviously not something I would be interested in. Frankly, I hope that speaking out on behalf of persecuted Christians worldwide and acts of generosity, like what she's done in the past, I hope that is what she's remembered for more than anything. Because that's a real legacy right there.
Courageous to say what she's saying right here. It's sad that it is courageous, but it is. Okay? It is a leap of faith that she is making. And people...
She's speaking out on behalf of Christians. And she has worked in a business in the part of the world very much dominated by non-Christians and by a lot of ungodly people, in the most literal sense of the word. So what she is doing is actually and unironically stunning and brave.
People they're mad at her. They're mad at her and calling her a racist for calling out the persecution.
Wait, whoa. Now, I thought, in the modern definition of racism, when it comes to power dynamics, that black people couldn't be racist. According to their standards, that was supposed to be impossible. But it just goes to show you that, one, they don't care about your standards of hypocrisy. And number two, words are just a means to deceive people and get what they want.
Of African Christians. Let that sink in. Please, let that sink in. But now we have a new opponent entering the Thunderdome. Yay, J-Bay. This person is...
That name sounds cringe.
Really upset. And they made this post right here saying, time to bring this one back.
If you make your VTuber look like a child, you're weird. I'm not talking about a chibi or a petite
Funny, I think you're the weird one here.
adult model. I mean, you are pretending to be a kid online. And I know you're only doing it because unfortunately these sickos fund it. And you have people creating NSFW content of that child model. Oh, they can't control what they do. You can't control a community. If you had it...
You can't. You can't control what other people do.
Build your community with Epstein's client list. Yes, you could!
Rev switching back to the 8K glasses. By the way, hear me out. Thank you for the follow.
Well, it looks like Yay J Bay is a bit mad about this situation. That's okay. Some people are criticizing her model, right? And look, you know, there's some things I forget about with.
Ma'am, I mean this with no offense, but you should probably focus more on fixing whatever the hell is going on with your model's eyes than what people are doing with their designs. You look like you're trying to read a teleprompter on the goddamn ceiling.
My own model, right? Like toggles, right? Apparently.
Yeah. How about those toggles, Rev? How about those giant 8K goggle toggles? What's up with that?
I kind of forgot. Look at that. I have toggles for this.
Oh, yeah, you can do an Angie face. I can do that too. I've got toggles. Let's see. See if I can pull up the, yeah, here we go. That one you can't see. Or that one. This you can see. I've got toggles. Got my halo here. Little nod to, the character of Simon Templar, the Saint, from Leslie Charteris novels. I've got my scared face. Shit's frightening me out of my wits. And then I've got my own Angie face. Probably should have kept this one on throughout the whole segment. But I don't want my face to get stuck that way, so.
Bay is a bit mad about this situation. That's okay.
Just a second, welcome in. Hello, Rex. Sorry I'm late. Busy time for streamers I watch. That's perfectly fine. We're on multiple platforms here, and all of them have VODs that become available immediately after stream. So, if you're late, then feel free to catch the VOD later. You can get caught up that way. And thank you for the 50 kicks. Thank you so much.
Some people are criticizing her model, right? And look, you know, there's some things I forget about with my own model, right? Like toggles, right? Apparently, I kind of forgot. Look at that. I have toggles.
Got an Angie face.
Angry,
impressive.
Sad. Unfortunately, the
sad.
sad version doesn't actually have any sort of a motion with the actual speech here, because
yeah, no lip movement. Might need to get with a rigor on that.
You know, look at it. I mean, come on, man. But anyways, yeah. There's a big problem.
That should be an easy fix,
when
though.
you're calling people like predators over fictional content, and then you do
And then you yourself are a fucking footy. Wow. Going around calling people members of Epstein's client list and calling them fucking pedos, and you're a goddamn footy. The absolute cheek on this woman. There's a theory that Rev's glasses are the same size but his body changes size. That's possible. I could believe that. Sort of grows bigger or smaller, almost like Ultraman or something.
Dance along to...
That would be a neat part. I'm sure he would... He seems like the type that would be an Ultraman and Tokusatsu fan. Maybe. I don't know.
Lolly God Requiem? I'll play it for a second.
Oh.
What are you doing, Chief?
Yeah.
Like, literally, what
are you doing there?
doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
This is basically the Lolicon anthem, okay?
Yeah. Is it? Wait, I don't fucking know.
134 million views on this very clearly pro-Lolicon song and music video.
Okay.
And you decided to do
So
a
that's the thing.
trend relating to that, and then you're upset because people are mocking.
That song slaps unironically. Does it? I'll have to give it a listen later.
You for your hypocrisy, as pointed out here.
Kazahana.
So let me get this straight. The song mentions lolly multiple times in the dance. The song is called Lolly God Requiem.
I'm saying this now, fuck Rev. Okay. Cool opinion, bro? Sorry. It's fine. Yeah. Everyone's got a right to their opinion. We're just reacting to it for the content. So do try not to spurg out. Also nice voice changer, I guess. Are you talking about my voice or Rev's voice? Because this is not a voice changer. And I must admit, I rather resent the notion that I'm being accused of using a voice changer. Okay, bro. Let's see, where you at? Hear me out. You seem like the type that's going to cause me some trouble. I sound very familiar. You sound very familiar. You must be doing something right if you've got random haters popping in. Perhaps so. Was just searching. Well, I hate Rev, not you. Okay. Good to hear. But we're still going to watch the video and react to it. I know who Rev is, don't know who you are though. Well, quick introduction for you. I'm Lord Rexworth. I'm an English nobleman VTuber, and we're doing some video reacts. And we happen to be doing some video reacts to Rev Says Desu. Fuck the racist people though, damn Twitter. Okay. Yeah, you seem like you're a bit of a troll, which, you know, I'm known to troll the haters from time to time. But yeah, hear me out. You're not... Yeah, quite right, Joe. Stop having Tourette's in chat. Yeah, you sound like you're... You sound like you're sort of... You sound like you're trouble. You sound like you're going to give me trouble over the long term. And you're failing the vibe check. So, you know what? We are going to remove your balls, and we are going to cast you out into the shadow realm. So, goodbye. That works too. Yeah, I tend to make short work of people like that.
The original dance is done by a lolly. A lolicon made the song, and somehow, through all of it, you still didn't know. I find that hard to believe, because this person is denying the possibility that they're a hypocrite.
Their gotcha moment right now is I did the like lolicami dance. I'll be honest, I didn't know what the fucking song was when I did it. It was just a trend that I saw everybody who had.
Are you sure about that, dear? Are you quite sure about that? Not interested in a reasonable debate, just wanted to throw out an accusation. Yeah, he just wanted to come in and cause trouble. And other people might farm that sort of thing for content. I'm old, I'm tired, and I have no patience for a lot of other people's bullshit, so straight to the banhammer, straight to the shadow realm. Just toss them in the crystal, straight to the phantom zone with them, be done with it.
3D models dancing to, and I danced to it as well. And then I found out that it was that song, and I was like, well, I've already posted it. If I delete the post...
Like, oh, well, I already posted it, and it's got views, and it's getting likes, and it's might possibly go viral, so yeah, fuck it, we ball. So it's okay when you do it, right? But it's not okay when other people do it. No, no, no. Can't have that. Again, I would say, what a fucking hypocrite, but she doesn't care about other people's standards of hypocrisy.
Now, all they're gonna be like is, oh, she's deleting it to prove that she was guilty. Like, no! I didn't know about it before, and by the time I found out about it, the post was already, like, old, and, like, people moved on, so I just didn't do anything about it.
So let me get this straight. The woman who is defending herself against her own standards...
Which we would take this a lot more seriously if she wasn't in Freddy mode.
She called people predators over fictional content. She's the same one who did a dance to a lolicon song, and then she's defending herself while using a furry model. Mind blown, ladies and gentlemen, but
yeah,
she's not done. She would cope and seethe, basically saying she doesn't care about what racists and predators have to say about her, but
yeah, because anyone who dares to criticize her is just a racist and a pedo. And they can stay mad, apparently. Even though I don't think they're the ones that are mad here, it's Yeje Bay. It seems like she's the angry one here.
By your own standards, you would be a predator, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're calling people predators over fictional content while consuming the exact same thing.
Yeah. Funny how
I'm
that
sorry
works.
you're getting, like, the treatment you've been asking for, but hey.
Why be sorry about that? She's getting what she fucking deserves. And if anything, she's probably getting off easy.
The comments are destroying this person. Yeah,
But lollies
It is
are
what it is.
dog
Dude,
fucker.
I'm not
Bam.
joking. The VTubing scene has been insufferable.
Yeah.
Absolutely insufferable.
Too many fucking tourists like AJ Bay there. It's like, sorry you feel that way. Yeah.
Worse than normal, by the way. It's actually worse than normal, which is really saying something, but yeah. Also, by the way, sorry if the last like 2 or so videos the audio is a bit loud. Apparently,
Is it? I
somehow
haven't
the
noticed.
gain on my mic was kicked up a notch. I'm sorry.
Strob, what have you been doing?
I know it was a bit aggressive the last few days, but it is fixed.
Yes, Rev has been speaking into the microphone very aggressively. Wait a minute, he always does that. But that's alright.
Hopefully it sounds a little bit better. Let me know in the comment section. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Alright, we're giving that a like. We're going to copy the link. Strob's an angel, she wouldn't do anything. Lol, sensual Bible reading with page turning ASMR. Sensual? Don't know about that. She's sworn all that off and left that life behind. Anyways, there's the link. Go give it a like. Let's see what else we can react to.